Righteousness Unveiled. As my husband was talking, and he was sharing the word on what righteousness is, and I was thinking about a movie that we were watching last night, sometime yesterday, and it was where this gentleman, he had to say yes to everything, even things he didn't want to do. And I kept thinking about what my husband said. It's a wanting to choose. Now, he had options that were put before him, and he could have chose to say no to certain things, but the things that he knew he would say no to, he was saying yes to. And I was thinking, well, what if my husband was forced to say yes to marrying me, but he didn't want to marry me, or he didn't want to be with me, he didn't want to know me? That would be devastating for me on the other end, because I want somebody to want me, or want to marry me. And I think about how that makes the Father feel when really in the beginning, all he wanted from us was to choose him. And we messed up in, our forefathers, they messed up in the Garden of Eden. But the Father put that tree there for a choice, to see if, you're going to choose to want to obey him and do what he instructed, or are you going to choose something else? And, as my husband and I were talking about the Word of God, we were like, wow. Every day, every minute, we're left with the choice to choose to love the Father or not, willingly, not just because it's an insurance policy. Okay, well, I don't want to go to hell, so let me just do all the works and everything just so I can be righteous, and I'll be saved, and I won't go to hell, but I'll be in heaven somewhere. So let me do these things, not because I truly love God and I really want to and willingly want to do it, but I'm doing it because I don't really want to do it, but I'm doing it because of what I think I may gain from it. And that's kind of what I was hearing in the Word of God as my husband was sharing, that I am personally faced with the decision to choose willingly, with a willing heart, to go God's way or not. And that's a choice that I personally am faced with every day. Joshua said, who are you going to choose this day? He said, you have to choose life. He said, choose life. And sometimes we don't. Sometimes we willingly choose opposite of life, and have to end up dealing with the consequences of it. But I found that, we do need to, whatever it is that we do, that it does need to be done on the foundation of loving him, and not loving him for gain, but loving him because you just love him, just like he just loves us, just because he just loves us, and we're his. So that's what I was hearing throughout the message as my husband was sharing what the Father had given to him. I know when he shared it with me last night, I was struggling with understanding until he kept, he took the time out to break down where the Father was coming from, and I got more of the meat of that understanding today, and for that I'm grateful. And so here's my husband.
Thank you for that review, Ms. Bernice. Father wants to share his final close.